My name is Sister Guadalupe Ramirez. I'm a missionary catechist of Divine Providence, and we have our mother house here in San Antonio. I was actually born in Baytown, Texas, which is east of Houston. And I had never known any religious women. We were taught our catechesis in our family and by lay catechists and our priest. We were in a mission church in Baytown at that time. And so I never considered even the possibility, because in my little barrio, my little neighborhood, what young girls could expect after high school was to get married and have children. And that was the expectation that my parents had of me also. So, and also we were not encouraged to even think about even college. I never even thought I was going to go to college. I didn't even know that I was smart enough to go to college. We were not encouraged in high school. Matter of fact, when I went to, well, the way I met the sisters is they had a retreat in Houston. And the now a beloved memory of Archbishop Flores, Patricio Flores, at that time he was not a bishop, and he went to our parish for a dinner. And I had just finished I was a sophomore in high school. So he says, "Lupita, you want to go see how nuns live?" And I've always been curious. My curiosity got me into the convent. And I'm still curious. So anyway, I said, "Sure." He says, "Well, there's some nuns from San Antonio that are going to have a retreat." And I just happened to have a registration form in my pocket, one form. So he takes out the little paper and he says, "Go ask your mother." And I thought, how come he gave it to me? I have no idea. But anyway, so I go ask my mom, can I go to this retreat to get to see how nuns live? And she says, "Oh yeah, go ahead." But of course at that time I was just a crazy teenager. So I go. And when I was there, one of the things I discovered was the way the sisters talked to us about each one of us having something to offer. Each one of us having gifts that we could develop, that we could use for the good of others. And that really appealed to me, because I had a desire to do good in my life. That's the way I was raised. How could I do good? But I never thought of it as it would be like in a religious congregation. So when I went back home, and they really affirmed us as persons with our dignity, and that was new to me also. I had experienced a lot of discrimination and prejudice in school, because I was born during 1946, so then civil rights and integration, all of that was part of my story. So I went home and I was excited, but I didn't know how to share that because it was so odd and unusual. There wasn't anybody to really talk to. I didn't know any sisters. And so when I approached my parents, they didn't know what to do with that question. However, I became very restless that summer, and I just couldn't, the question just stayed with me, what if? It was, what if I would be a religious? What if I could even be? So in the middle of the summer, it was very hot in Baytown, I told myself, I'm going to go talk to God about this, and I need an answer. I'm tired of being restless and confused. So we had a small church. So I go in the church in the middle of the afternoon, and I kneel right in front of the Blessed Sacrament, and I said, "Lord, I don't know what to do. Please tell me what to do. Do you want me to enter the convent? What do I do with my life?" And I locked all the doors so nobody would bother us, because I didn't want to be disturbed. It was me and God. Mind you, a teenager, being the audacity to talk to God that way, but I did. So anyway, I knelt there and all I did was cry, because I did not know what to do. And after I finished crying and I was sweating because I had been kneeling there I don't even know how long, and I didn't have a clear answer. The only answer I had was, "You have to go find out." It reminds me of Mary when she gave the first yes about, will you be the mother of God? And she just, she questions and then she says yes. But the first yes is only the beginning of many other yeses. So that's when I knew that I needed to follow the call. And my dad didn't understand. He didn't want me to leave. He didn't even give me his blessing because he didn't understand what it was about. He thought I was going to suffer a lot. At that time, I didn't know why. My mother did. So she was the one that took me to the convent, and that was in 1963. I was a junior in high school, and last summer I celebrated my 50th anniversary as a religious, and I know that it is purely gift of God, and I will always be grateful for the congregation, because if it hadn't been for the community, I would not have had all the rich experiences I've had, or even the education or the opportunities. And right now I'm a professor at the Mexican American Catholic College, so now I'm teaching. And I'm the one who thought I wasn't smart enough to go to college. So that's why even that to me is such a miracle, and it is such a grace that I can be sharing with other people. The beauty of being Catholic, the beauty of being a religious, the beauty of still believing in goodness, and that everyone has something to offer.